Is up.
Not a lot. Good times. Good times. Just trying to get all this stuff
Good times
posted up.
talking about Jimmy John's and bread.
And
That's the
Arby's.
killer content that our subscribers are really looking for.
Exactly. No, our fast food preferences.
Because Jimmy John's is garbage? Is that what we're talking about?
You're talking about, I said we were delivering the content that all our subscribers are looking for, bread.
Yeah, that's probably true.
State of bread, Atlanta. I don't know.
Man, bread is good, and I'm not eating it
bread.
now, and it really sucks. So
I was just telling Denver that I think it was Denver that cheese
Shit.
I hope you know who you're talking to.
cheese on meat on carbs is the best.
Cheese on meat on carbs. I like that. Yes. No bread for you, huh? That must be fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to be good.
You're
For
not
the
eating
cruise?
bread?
This is for the cruise?
Yeah,
The Bert
Trying to-
Kreischer cruise? Did I get his name right?
Bert Kreischer. There's no
Kreischer.
in there. Yeah, no,
You're allowed to be fat for Bert Kreischer. He's fat.
You are allowed to be fat, but my buddy I'm going on the cruise with, we made it a bet with each other
Oh, right.
that whoever loses the most weight, the other person
Drink package,
pays
right?
pays for the drink package. So and I am if nothing but a slut for free drinks.
booze.
That's
So-
a good incentive. I mean,
Right?
I'm sort of like, fuck it, just pay for both of them. But also like, that's a pricey thing. I mean, everybody, like a lot of people look at the drink package and they're like, I don't know if that's good or not.
we are both raging alcoholics. They
What?
will be
I didn't know that about you. Really?
they will be losing money on the two of us when it comes to the alcohol portion of the thing.
They won't. I
So-
promise.
They'll be like, sir, one more minute, you can start your day over and keep drinking.
I promise.
No,
they
when,
will not.
when we got the drink package on our honeymoon, and at the end of the 7-day cruise, actually on day 6, my wife looks over to me and she's like, I don't think I got our money's worth out of the drink package, but I think you did for both of us. I drank a lot of alcohol, and not just like my typical Miller Lights. I was going, it was liquor the entire time, or the most expensive bottle of wine I could get for whatever I was doing to be included in the package.
You're just like, I want 3 of them, 4 of them. Make it 4 bottles.
I drank so much Jack Daniels on that cruise. It was absurd. But yeah, doing that. And then I'm going on the Debbie Gibson cruise a few months later.
That's where you got to lose the weight. You got to be.
Yeah, I gotta-
ready for hall pass, right?
I've got to be looking good enough for a 52-year-old lady to want to do me. So
mission
Goals.
accomplished.
You're already done. Congrats.
Done.
yes. Yeah. So no bread. That's the answer to that question. No bread. I posted the thing, didn't I, Ryan?
You posted last week's.
Oops.
Oops. I should delete it from the
People
Patreon.
can watch
too, then.
last week's.
I don't think I ever posted last week's, to be honest with you.
I think I left,
Dude.
right? Because I had Denver here. I was like, I'm out. Bye.
Yes, you did.
Oh yeah, I even
Yeah.
see it now because it's just
But I'm
it's you
on
and
there
me.
for the last
Yeah.
weeks. That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe I left.
Oh well.
Anyway, there you
okay.
go. No, this is the good thing about having me as an admin. I can, I'm always going to put me next to you, and that's like where we live now. But I can also help you with the links.
The funny thing is, like, so the different accesses they have, if I were to drop you down an access from admin to co-host or
I can
whatever
help
it's
with the
called,
links, but I would not be able to adjust the windows.
no, it'd be the exact opposite. You have access
Oh.
to the windows, but I'm like, well, that doesn't do me any good.
That's not helpful. I mean, come on.
No, not at all.
They did not have pettiness in mind when they created those roles.
Yeah, there should be like an override. Like there needs to be like a super
lock.
admin. Exactly. So all right. So the Trash Down South crap I wanted to talk about.
You're up
They're
to
starting-
something?
They're starting a medical school.
Fuck them.
I know.
God.
It's good.
Why
it's
are
not
we
on their-
doing that? That's what I want to know.
That's my exact point. I never thought about it until somebody years ago said, with Grady being right there, we should have a medical college, and Grady could be our hospital for all of that, which is fantastic. But so Trash Down South is not doing it on campus proper. It's gonna be in Savannah with the Medical School of Georgia or whatever the hell they're fucking called. But still, I don't want them. They think their fan base thinks that this is going to get them to R1 status, and I don't want another R1 college in
I guess
Georgia.
it could, right? Right. I mean,
eventually you would think if you have a medical school. I mean, granted, I thought about this, and I'm like, if I ever have to go to the doctor for something, and I look up on his wall and he's got a Trash Down South diploma, no, I'm going to a different doctor.
Please,
different
no.
doctor. Yeah. Exactly.
What if it's a practice with other doctors? Will you still walk out, or just demand not to see one doctor?
Yeah, I don't trust them. You let this kind of trash into your facility? Like, I know.
They have a jug of water in the corner.
Yeah, they all take school buses to work every day.
I have at some point in my life seen a map of Georgia State, an official map of Georgia State, with Grady highlighted for like future growth or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like it has been thought of, definitely. I have no idea like why I saw what I saw, but there was like an official like 10-year plan that had Grady highlighted as like a future expansion.
It makes so much sense to have it right there. Like that's what UAB has on us. UAB is a big medical school, very accomplished medical program there. I think that's the logical next step for Georgia State academically, is to have a medical program. And with Grady, the number one trauma unit in the entire Southeast, what a great facility. I mean, Grady has its problems,
sure,
for sure, but to have that kind of facility on campus,
maybe that's how you help save Grady. Like Grady is having problems. Maybe one of the ways that you help save them is to incorporate it into the university system and pump some money into them that way.
Yeah,
the libertarian says.
Right, exactly. When I went to college, I parked
government.
When I was in school, I parked closer to Grady than I did to any classroom I had.
Those corner decks over there.
Yeah.
I even went to that McDonald's. Oof, that was scary.
That was a rough McDonald's.
I think I went there like once for some reason, but I don't know why I was over there. I don't think I was even there for school. I don't know why I would have been down in that area for any other reason.
I went there a few times. That was always like an experience.
Mm-hmm. No, the McDonald's I went to was that trailer,
the kiosk one.
I don't know that one.
It's something else now. It's across from the sports arena by the
across from the shoe store.
Across from Walters.
Oh, that was like a hot dog stand when I was there. I think it's a hot dog stand now.
Yeah, it was a McDonald's back when I was in school, and I was told that the guys back there, and they call it I worked at McDonald's, so I know this lingo. They call it the grill, not the kitchen, the grill. Mm-hmm. That the guys had super long fingernails, and instead of the spatulas, they were using their fingernails to flip the burger patties. I was told that. I never witnessed it. I never saw it with my own eyes, but that's what I was told.
Is that why everyone loved it? Because it was like laced with cocaine.
And I did not eat from that location ever again after hearing that.
So when I went there was the McDonald's at Grady, and then there was the McDonald's at 5 Point. Just like both of these places
pick your poison.
Were so sketchy. And I'm just like, I don't need McDonald's in my life.
That McDonald's is gone too. Yeah, both of them are gone.
Both of them are gone.
Yeah.
And then I turned 21, and it was just sidebar action the entire time.
Yeah, so. I don't know.
Anything over by Adderhold was good food wise.
There was a sandwich place over there that blew my mind. Not Sin Subs. There was a sandwich place right across the street from Adderhold, that little back alley road that goes up to like Moe's and stuff. And there's a little sandwich place there. They did some it's like pressed panini crap or whatever. Man, I had to stop myself from eating that every time I went. It was great.
Dua Vietnamese.
Dua's super good.
Bamboué. It's freaking delicious. It's a pork broth instead, and it's kind of spicy, but like they serve it to you, and it's got like the red chili type stuff floating on the top, but it's also got like
Flakes.
bubbles
They're
of
called flakes.
fat. It's got like bubbles of fat, and it's really good. It's so good.
They're called flakes. They call them flakes.
No,
Chili
no, no,
flakes.
not flakes of red, but like just swirly liquid red type thing. Like it's not quite mixing right, but
Man, you
oh,
need to go to a doctor for that.
very good. And then you know they've got some pork belly and some it's pork and what else is in there? It's pork and chicken. I don't know. Whatever. It's good. Pork and
Sounds
beef.
good.
No, they've got pork and beef in it. It's really good. Bombaway from Dua. You're good.
I do feel like anytime more than one animal has died for my meal, it's a good win for me.
Oh yeah.
So
And they got these big delicious onions, and it's like spicy and so good. And then I get the shrimp egg rolls too. They've got these little fried egg rolls with shrimp in them, and they're fucking delicious. God, Dua's so good. Seriously, anyone who hasn't been to Dua, go to Dua.
I like Dua Lipa. Oh crap! I mean,
Yeah, I mean, me too. For different reasons. Maybe the
Oh,
same reasons.
because I'm levitating.
Spicy, delicious.
There we go. I'm actually getting the correct thing posted for last call for the patrons. So yeah,
I already did that.
no, the Patreon page, the Patreon.
Oh,
actual
okay. I was
page,
like, I already sent that to our people.
Yeah, this is the Patreon push, so I have it out there. So yeah,
Yeah, no. So your event, with the barbecue, huh?
yeah.
I mean,
well,
like you
I think
did,
it went well.
yeah, you did ribs and pulled
Turkey?
pork, turkey,
Burn ends.
faux burn-ins,
Faux
which were very
burn-ins
different than I did, but they were very good.
and summer sausage.
And so, man, hey, great job on the
That
sausage.
sausage was
That-
good. Yeah.
I got the most number of compliments on the summer sausage, and that was the one that I thought was the most basic. But yeah, it was got a lot of compliments. People, that's the one thing I got the most requests for more of was the summer
The
sausage.
mustard seed, man.
The pop in your mouth type
Yep.
thing.
I honestly, I think maybe there was a little too many of them, but that was such an excellent touch. I mean, it really had like all the flavors I wanted, and then it had that little pop to it that you were talking about, and it was really good. Yeah, the
Yeah,
summer
a lot-
sausage is delicious.
Well, I will refine that process, and we'll do that again.
Heck yeah.
Don't know if I'll. Yeah, we'll do something else up there. We talked to the owner of the place wants to do pizza next time, and so as Ryan pointed out, we know a guy who's excellent at doing pizza for
We know a
tailgates
guy.
and such. So I talked to Larry, and he's on board. We're going to talk to them about doing a pizza wine pairing up there.
Sounds tasty. I'm in.
I think that's
And-
better than a barbecue wine pairing. Barbecue wine still is like weird to me, and I just did it.
So what I think, my contribution, because I have to force myself into everything, is I will prepare all the meat toppings. I will make. I haven't looked into how hard it is yet, but I'll case my own pepperoni. I'll make some fresh ground Italian sausage for the pizzas.
right.
I'll see what I can do. I'll do some pulled pork for a barbecue pizza, or we can do some ham for a pineapple Hawaiian pizza.
No, it's not pizza.
But maybe some smoked chicken for a buffalo chicken pizza or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, hey, and you texted me, and I think I didn't respond to you, but like, yeah, I'm totally in to help out with any of
Yeah.
that.
It'd be fun.
So, yeah, I didn't respond because this weekend was just I was done responding to people. I get done, and I'm just like, you know what? Anyone who texts me now ain't gonna get it.
It was a Monday night. The weekend was over. You'd gone a day of work.
Well, that might be it too. Maybe I was just still doing that.
It was a
No, it was a good
holdover
time.
from
It was a lot of fun.
Sunday. Yeah, that was fun.
I appreciate you guys coming out. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, and what I really enjoyed about that aspect of it was that like it was like all your people who like filled up the place, and like we like basically you got to be like, I made y'all so much money this weekend.
Where's my
Yeah.
extra pour?
Oh yeah, I got some free wine out of the whole thing.
Did they charge you for those last couple pours or?
No, if they did, I just walked out. I didn't offer to pay for any of it at all. So
Nice.
Oh, you
No, you
handed
brought-
them like a pile of meat.
Right.
I mean, I guess
Well,
they paid for the meat, but
yeah, I no, they around second tasting, the guy started bringing me over some wine. You get me probably like over 3 glasses of wine and throughout the course of the event, and then by the time it was over, I asked for another glass of wine, and then I started drinking beer from the place next door.
What's the vibe like in there?
Which place? The wine store or the
No,
sandwich
the other
shop?
one, the sandwich
Sandwich
shop.
Bonafide Deluxe, which is the weirdest name for a sandwich shop ever. I know I've eaten there, but I've gotten it like Kim has picked it up before, so I haven't really sat down inside the place. But I don't know, they're good. The sandwiches are good. They're big. They're expensive. But they're a lot of food. They're supposed to be like a cocktail bar, like after lunch hours. Like it's supposed to turn into a cocktail bar. But
Okay.
I've never had their cocktails or anything. I think it looks like the lighting department from Lowe's. They have more chandeliers than I've ever seen in a single place outside of a lighting department at Lowe's.
weird.
like-
It's like a new building too, so that's like a choice.
They went out of their
made.
way to have those like
Oh, yeah.
gold, gaudy chandelier things in there.
It's all brand. That entire facility is brand new. The wine store opened up in August, and that was the first thing to open up in there. And the sandwich shop opened up just a couple months ago, not long ago. But yeah, it's good. It's nice to have a little stuff you can walk to in the neighborhood. It's fun.
Yeah.
Benefits of living in town. I finally have a smidgen of what Ryan has over there in Summerhill. So
It's really close. All that stuff is really close to you. That's nice.
Yeah.
My ways getting home took me directly past your house. Told me to go right up your road and get on
Yeah.
the highway over there.
that's strange, but okay.
Yeah, there must have been something wrong on not Boulevard, on Moreland.
White. Yeah,
Moreland.
but no, I would have Whiteford would have been a lot. It's irrelevant. But
It's
yeah.
all good, man. I just do whatever Waze tells me.
I'm the same way. I was last night. I was giving a buddy of mine a ride home in the Highlands, and he's like, "Turn here." I'm like, "I'm doing what the computer, the screen on my face says. That's what
It
I'm
knows
doing."
traffic better than you do, and it might
Yeah.
get it wrong, but it's gonna get it right more often than you are.
Exactly. although I have found that like I've been kids. My son's in a different daycare now, and so I've been experimenting on different ways to get home. And I put in my address to come home, and then I was like, I turn places where I think it may be a better way to go. And a lot of times it changes it down by like a minute or 2 minutes on arrival time. I think a lot of the GPS stuff tries to minimize the number of turns. Where I'm
Right.
like, I don't care if I turn 3 extra times if it gets me home 2 minutes sooner, and I avoid sitting in traffic.
I think it calculates
Yeah.
lights too, where like if you hit all the lights right, then you're gonna go a lot faster. But if you
Yeah.
waited the amount of time that's like average for them, like you're not gonna do well. So the average time to go the route that you went is probably less.
So
but like you
the-
hit it correctly.
But my thing is like I would rather spend 10 minutes of hitting stop signs and driving through neighborhoods with no cars in front of me than spending 5 minutes in stop and go traffic.
Sure.
I
100%.
don't like being behind a bunch of cars and just like feel like
Too bad
I'm
they don't have a
just
setting for that.
Man, when I lived in Castleberry Hill and I was commuting from Perimeter, I would 100% go through North Side area, all those fancy houses. You'd have to wait like at a stop sign. There'd be 3 or 4 cars in front of you, but I didn't sit on the highway and stand still
Yeah.
traffic. And it was pretty houses and kind of nice scenery. So
Yeah, my options are, driving through Eastlake and Kirkwood or driving down Memorial Drive in rush hour traffic just behind cars. Yeah, I'll choose.
Eastlake. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll choose that in a heartbeat.
All day.
No problem at all. No problem at all. So we got
Got transfers, right?
oh yeah,
We
transfers.
got Ricky
Go for it.
Bradley, who I said Ricky
The
Bobby.
Ricky. Yeah, wasn't that's what Ryan not Graham said? Was it Ricky not Bobby? Or was that you? That said that. I thought it was
It
Ryan.
was Ryan.
What did I
Yeah.
say?
Ryan
said-
not Graham. Ryan
Oh,
not
Ryan
Graham.
Knockram. Yeah, we have Ricky Bradley
Ricky Bradley. Yep.
from VMI transferring in. It's crazy. I mean, there's 4 players left on this team that played last year. 4.
Oh yeah. It's you normally say a coach gets 3 years to give them a chance to get their recruits in there. Coach
2.
Hayes in 2 years has a completely his own roster. So we'll see what he does with this whole thing.
You better produce now that you've gotten rid of everyone, one way or another.
Oh yeah, we went to spring tour, the last spring tour event with Coach Hayes. And
what'd you think of the Wild Leap?
Well, Wild Leap was fantastic.
Yeah, and I told him exactly what you just said. That hey, you've got like one of the things about this is that's kind of weird is like this team is yours now, like really fast, right? You had 1 year of like a mixed team, and now you've got like it's all your players. And he said, I guess there's a silver lining in all this.
Well, he feels confident about the guys he's recruited, then, huh? Yeah.
Because the coaches are all like going to those events. What I have gotten from is the coaches are all really freaking out about the new transfer rules and the NLI stuff, NIL stuff. And there's really a lot of stress on them, like as they try to figure out like what Georgia State is in all that and like how we can come out on top. And you know, I think they've got a decent handle on it. I think they're a little too down on the idea, and like they really should just embrace it and be like, so Coach Hayes really did embrace it. You know, he was down on it, but he was just like, but that's what it is. So this is what we're doing. Which is where you got to be, right? You cannot just be pissed off at the system. You got to be like, how are we gonna?
You got to
make it work for us,
right?
So, you either hate it or you embrace it. And I think that, you know, if we had an actual NIL program, something that was working,
the collective,
yeah. If you have the collective, something that they could actually market with, you know, they could go to these kids and they could say, "Listen, this is what we got going on. This is what we have." But we're Georgia State. We barely have a fan base.
Yeah. I did also talk to Coach Hayes about recruiting. And I said, and I was talking about, hey, like maybe you hit up this like 4 or 5 star guy at a high school just a little harder than you might have before. And he like finished he's like, so he'll come back. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Like you just want to build up that relationship so that they come back to the school when they're ready to, you know, when they're ready to be done with wherever they went. And like, I'm ready to come home now. And you've got a relationship already, like you're one leg up, and like I got a fist bump out of him and everything. He's like, maybe we should hire you, and I'm like, nah, yeah, right. I don't know anything about anything. I call them points.
Ryan will.
Wait, they are points.
Ryan will diagram. Ryan's gonna diagram all of our plays.
I will. I'll do the process.
Score
like
the point
process. I'll like show the funnel and yeah, exactly.
This is where the runs go.
Well, what I was going to say is I talked to Coach Hayes, and we have a mutual friend. He went to high school with him, and so I was like, yeah, you know, this girl, I give her name. And he's like, oh yeah, I went to high school there and everything. I was like, yeah, I was like, you should send her a picture of you and me hanging out together. And we shot the shit for a little longer. He's like, you know what, David, let's get that picture. So I went to the spring tour, and I had the head basketball coach ask me for a picture, and that he sent to somebody.
You're the celebrity.
I'm the celebrity, so I will take that. And so then, like literally, like 2 minutes later, my wife's texting me like the screen capture she's getting. What the hell is David hanging out? It was great. It was fun. I felt good.
Well, so I loved it. I loved it too when we were talking about getting Coach Elliott on the podcast, and Allison is like freaking out because we're like we're gonna be drunk, and she's like, no, you're not, and I'm like, yes, we are.
Yeah, we are.
That's how it works. What are you talking about? Coach is gonna be drunk. He's gonna be on our podcast. It's all good.
Should we?
But she
go
was
up?
So concerned about what would come out of that.
She went from like having so much fun to like look
freaking the hell out,
fear in front of her face, and I'm like, but no,
we're gonna be wasted, lady. It's okay though. It's fine.
Well, that's how I phrased it. It was like she was concerned that we'd be drunk when we were interviewing him, and I was like, don't worry about it.
Drunk.
I was like, don't worry about it. We will be drunk. There's no concern about whether we'll be drunk or not. We will be drunk.
We have that angle covered completely. Don't worry about it. We got you.
I think we need to do our podcast interviewing Coach Elliott up on his dock
Lake.
in Colombia on the
Just gonna
lake.
say, yeah.
Yeah. Where he talks about where he goes up there and he has that beer and everything. That's where we need to do the podcast. Although,
I mean, that man has bought me more than one round of beer. So,
although that being said, after being at Colombia once, I really left that place saying I've got no
Never
reason
come
to come
here.
back here again.
nah. You know what though? That tailgate where me and you just like went up and down those lanes. That
Yeah.
shit was fun. I had
That was
a
a
great
blast.
time.
Oh
I
my
love just
God.
being like, "Hey y'all, go state." And like having some of those people be so pissed off, but then the ones that were cool were like so cool. You know, they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, thanks for coming up. Blah, blah, blah. Come on over, like eat our food, hang out with us."
Yeah,
You're
they didn't give
fun.
any beer. They didn't give beer away though.
I had a good
No,
time
no.
up there. I thought that was a positive experience for me. There was that one guy that wanted to fight us, but it was just one guy, and all his friends were like, "This guy is not.
This
does not represent us."
This is what he does every week. It doesn't matter who you are. You
Yeah,
could be Georgia.
everyone, yeah, exactly. Everyone
you could be
with him
Georgia
was
State.
just like, "We're not
He's
with
gonna
him."
Fight you. Yeah, so I don't think we'll expect the same thing, but the bus trip this year will be Charlotte. Go bus up to Charlotte. That's
All right.
not too bad of a drive.
We'll win after the bus trip.
I don't know. We thought that last week, you know.
Shush! You shut your
Or last
face.
week, last year.
Granger's coming into his own, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna show us what the coaches see.
Granger Danger. Should we get Granger Danger shirts printed up this year?
No, because Granger Danger to me has been very sarcastic over the years, and
I thought it was Danger Granger when it's the bad side.
Yeah, that'll be on the back side of the shirt. It's Danger Granger.
No, I say no.
You just flip around.
No, I will be chanting that during the game if everybody else is. I will totally be a joiner.
Yeah, the libertarian will be a total conformist. You know.
That's right. Boom. No,
Excellent.
I mean, if everybody else goes in on Danger Granger or Granger Danger, I'm all in. I think I even chanted that while we were losing a bunch of games with him. So
that's what you're talking about being like kind of negative. We were like, you know, when we were doing well, we're like Granger Danger. When like things are going poorly, we're like Danger Granger.
Yeah.
That's what you do on both sides. You get both sayings on the shirt, one on each side, and then when he's terrible, you flip around.
No, you don't put the Danger Granger on any side. You don't do it. That's too much. That's too much. No good, like bad juju. You know.
No, we get the warning sign, the danger warning sign, and just like, but just put Granger on it instead, and like just wear that on your shirt. Granger.
That's good. I think this is going to be his year. I'm in.
Oh God, I hope so.
Some year has to be his year, right?
We need something. No.
What I watched at the spring game, which I know is a practice and whatever, but like he was accurate. And he's not accurate very often.
Yeah.
And I just watched a full scrimmage of him being accurate over and over and over again. And it was during game time conditions. So
it was a controlled atmosphere where no one put their hands on him. So
maybe, but I mean, he's not afraid to get tackled. I would never have said that about him. He's not afraid to get hit.
No, he's definitely not. He'll run right into people.
I mean, I would be too, but he's not.
I'll if I see someone get hit the next morning, I wake up with aches and pains. So,
yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to understand.
I know. I was like, wow, this joke's killing.
Took me a minute. No, but that's one of the things I liked about Arbuckle was he was to me he was like in the Cam Newton type of play style. And I know we called him Nick Favre or whatever, but to me it was Cam Newton. Yeah, because he would tuck it and run, and he would lower his shoulder and just mow over defenders and just be like, "No, I'm a better player than you. Like I can get through you. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get 10 more yards, whether you hit this tackle or not."
Yeah, I want it more than you. You're just gonna. This is a power up thing for me.
Yeah.
Like you hit me. I'm gonna be more amped up on the next play.
To me, it felt like with Cam Newton and with Arbuckle, it's like
And
What?
physically, these two people could not look any more different.
Well, probably, but to me, it's like the play
same.
style. The play style is like a quarterback who maybe should be a tight end.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the physicality. The physicality of the run is not like running back or fullback. It's like tight end, right? It's like I'm gonna struggle through this. I'm gonna like catch it and like get through some miss some tackles and like that's what they do. They like lower the shoulders and they like just accept it and they're like, nah, I'm a bigger dude.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
strong.
do it.
I'm strong enough and big enough to be on the line,
And
but I'm
doggone it,
quick
people like me.
but I'm quick enough, and I've got the hands to make plays as well. So that's your tight end kind of role out there.
I love it.
So
I want more of that. I actually just am really I love watching that play style. I don't like Cam Newton very much, but I love the play style.
well, you got Kyle Pitts on the Falcons, who's got that exact same thing going on for him. So
is he throwing the football too?
No, but we have
that's a good thing. Probably.
Yeah, he's a tight end. I think Desmond Ridder getting to him. Like, we picked up the new running back for the team. So I mean, this Falcons team has me excited. I'm looking forward to the season. We may win a game or two.
More games than last year.
I've heard
we can win the division.
Mixed reviews of the draft.
No one seemed to like the first pick. That's the theme.
Oh, I heard that it was a fantastic pick.
It's a mixed bag. It's like a total mixed bag. Like everyone, some people are either way down on it or like are really happy with it.
Some people had Bijan listed as like their number 2 athlete in the entire draft, and we got him at, what was it, 7 or 8, whatever our pick was. And so that's a good get. Did we need a running back with having Algier and Patterson? I don't know, but that's kind of
there's like a couple of schools of thought, and one of the schools of thought is that you just take the best player on the board, right? No matter what you need, you just take the best player.
And that's what Fontenot said, is we're going to take the best player that's out there when it gets to our turn. So there was some talk they were apparently trying to trade back up into the first round on that first night, but they couldn't. There were 3 teams that were trying to trade up back into it. Falcons were rumored as one of those teams to get somebody else, but I don't know. I'm not big into recruiting, and I'm not big into drafting. But Bijan Robinson, he looks like a legit
like a tank.
Yeah, I talked to a buddy of mine who is a huge Texas fan. I messaged him after the pick, and he was like, "Man, you've got a great player and an even better person." And I'm like, I'd rather you say a great person and an even better player, but whatever.
Supposedly he's dynamic. Like, they could put him in the wide receiver position, throw the ball to him too.
That's always good.
He's a dynamic back. So
and that's been kind of like the bread and butter. And that's the bread and butter with the Falcons with the running backs, is we've always, whenever we've been successful, is when we had 2 different running back styles, and you could put guys in to change things up. So
you got the bowling ball and the pass catcher, right? I mean, that's what you do. Yeah.
Right.
But what the best part about Bijan is?
That fucking name is kick ass, and his hairdo is amazing.
No, he's
very mustard.
He's taking number 7 away from Young Haku.
Yeah, fuck Yang Wei Koo.
Yeah, so he doesn't have his number anymore.
Yes,
I find hilarious.
And he's make 7 great again. So.
Well, so the article I read was down on our draft picks, and they were saying like, hey, so we didn't get like what we needed to what the popular opinion was we needed to address. We didn't really address it, but apparently they did address that in free agency, and so like that's sort of the thing, is like, well, they did actually go pick up a bunch of people for what we actually needed over there, and then they took the best available in the draft, which I can respect all of that. That sounds like a sound strategy. Pick up the skills that you need from people that you know, and then pick up the best available from the people who are maybe your unknowns.
Yep. No,
that sounds good.
I'm excited. I can't wait for football season to start. Like, counting the days. So
just gotta get through that damn summer.
But we have a football schedule coming out eventually,
We
NFL
do.
schedule coming out. I get to line everything up with the Georgia State schedule, figure out which weekends I've got back-to-back tailgates, which weekends I'm staying home the entire weekend. I love this kind of stuff.
Away trips.
You and your fucking schedules.
Away trips.
There's so we play at Tennessee this year. Falcons play at Tennessee, and I was talking to a Tennessee friend of mine, and like she believes that that's going to be the London trip, that the Falcons at Tennessee in London. And I'm like, all right. I've been there once. That could be a good fun trip to go to again. So we'll see. But anyhow, we've straight up very off course. I'm gonna go ahead and kill last call. So you guys got anything else to say before we ditch out?
Larry is like on Twitter telling me about pineapple on pizza, and I'm feeling like maybe we should just skip this whole pizza tasting thing because maybe Larry doesn't know anything about pizza.
No, that was the one thing that I said.
Pineapple on pizza.
That was one thing I said when we agreed to do this was we're doing a pineapple on pizza tasting.
This is garbage.
Yes.
Garbage. I mean, well, you know what? Like the thing is just don't call it pizza. Just don't call it pizza. Call it something else. I don't know what it is, but it's not pizza. It's not fucking pizza.
The key is with pineapple on pizza is you can't do fresh pineapple. It's gotta be
from that can.
Canned pineapple.
That's hilarious because somebody earlier today told me, because I'm having this active conversation right now, not to do with Larry even. I was saying my only exception to libertarianism is there ought to be a law against pineapple on pizza. And somebody commented, none of that canned bullshit. I want fresh.
No, there's something about it's soggy. It's always small little bites of it. Everything. No, you want to do canned pineapple.
Canned is soggy. What do you mean? It's been sitting in fucking juices and weird shit like for who even knows how long. It's soggy as shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's soggy. That was literally what I was talking about. It is.
Oh, I thought
soggy.
You were saying that the fresh was soggy.
Oh no. The fresh. I mean, I love. Don't get me wrong. I love me some fresh pineapple. But when I think about pineapple on pizza, it's always the canned stuff. Always can. Yeah. And you do it with a bacon or a Canadian ham bacon or something like that. Hell, we'll. You know what? All right, that's gonna be my goal. All right, I'm gonna get with Larry, and my goal is to make a pineapple pizza that Ryan's like. So maybe. Good. I'm not saying that you're gonna say that it's the best pizza you've ever had in your entire life, but you say maybe I was wrong about it. Maybe
I might say this is like really good something else that's not pizza. Like
maybe
this is
hell will freeze over.
This is a great sandwich.
What is your definition of pizza?
Something that doesn't have pineapple on it.
All right, so a hot dog.
Here's a potato pizza. With a piece of bread on it. It's pizza.
The definition of pizza is pizza without pineapple on it.
Okay.
I think the whole
bread, sauce, cheese is actually optional, but mostly cheese.
God,
and then
man.
What?
Gotta have cheese on pizza.
You do. I mean, I think you probably do, but like I think you can ditch the pineapple way before you can way before you can ditch the cheese. I was like trying to
agree.
I would agree with that. I think cheese is a requirement for pizza as well. Yeah. Like if you're dissecting what pizza is, cheese comes before pineapple for sure. But pineapple is just part of that other thing called toppings. You have
unlimited choices.
You have your crust, you have your sauce. Should be a tomato sauce, but there are options for other sauces.
Yeah. Then you have, so my kid, so we're all very clear, does barbecue sauce and pineapple, and she used to do onions on it as well, but she's started skipping the onions. But she is pineapple and what she calls brown sauce, which is just barbecue sauce.
And only thing she's missing there is getting some bacon or some ham on there, and she's got a hell of a Hawaiian pizza.
I mean, I do buffalo chicken from the same place, so
yeah. Oh yeah,
we used to do chicken on hers, but she was like, no protein, no thanks.
Oh come on, that's the hardest thing is finding fucking shit that your kid will eat that has protein in it. Like with one of my kids, I feel like if there wasn't peanut butter, there would be no protein at all in her diet.
Chicken nuggets.
So,
chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That happens sometimes.
Air fryer and chicken nuggets. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna change your life.
Fish sticks.
No, my kids
You
go
like
from
fish
like one.
sticks? What are you, a gay fish?
My kids go from
I hate fish.
one thing that is. I'm gonna have some later tonight. So
Some fish sticks?
Double fried.
What are you, a gay fish?
all right. We're done.
We're way off.
40
done.
minutes. Holy shit.
It's almost as long as the main podcast.
Really good. You're taking a note out of me and Tim's non-David last call.
Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.